Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you that are new, my name is Marissa, also known as Homemaking with Marissa. Today I'm going to be showing you 5 new lunch ideas that you can make for your children. Before we get started, I would love it if you would go down to the description box down below, expand it, hit that big red subscribe button, and turn on the bell notifications. That way you don't miss anytime I upload a new video. We all have very unique situations. Some of us have kids that are going to school, some of us are doing distance learning, some of us are like me where you have to do a hybrid combination of both. You can see I have our little classroom set up in the corner of our living room for days when my son is doing hybrid learning from home. I am going to be showing the meals that I would prepare for my 7-year-old son. He is in 1st grade and currently physically goes to school 2 days a week and has 3 days of hybrid at home learning. All of these meals can be swapped around though, and I will give you some tips of how to package them into lunch boxes if you have a child that is physically going to school 5 days a week. Our first meal is going to be for days when he is at home. I love utilizing leftovers when at all possible in the kids' lunches just to make it easier on myself. I always have some sort of leftover grain and vegetable in my refrigerator. If there's grains left over at the end of dinner or leftover roasted vegetables, I'll combine them into a storage container, stick it in the refrigerator, and find a way to revamp that for a lunch. Today I have leftover zucchini. We have, it looks like asparagus in here, onion, and some cooked barley. I'm going to take this, put it into a sauce pot, mix it with some beef bone broth, and make a beef and barley soup for my son's lunch today. It is getting really close to time that we need to go grocery shopping, so I have 2 leftover strawberries in the refrigerator I'll slice up for him. And during my meal prep this week, I made bagels. Obviously, if you don't want to make bagels from scratch, you can use store-bought bagels. You could do a slice of toast, you could do leftover rolls. Any carb that you've got left over in the pantry could easily be swapped out. Here's what it looks like once it's all put together. We have our soup. There was a little bit of ground beef that was in the refrigerator as well, so I added that to the soup with our barley, onion, zucchini. There's some asparagus in there, strawberries, and half of a bagel. For lunch today, I am serving a homemade flour tortilla. I made these last night for dinner. We were having fish tacos and we had some tortillas left over. If you would like me to show in an upcoming video how I make tortillas from scratch, go ahead and leave that in the comments down below and I would be happy to include that in an upcoming video. I'm serving this tortilla with some peanut butter on top. The kids are not able to take any sort of nut butter to school right now, so I am reserving that for days when they're eating lunch at home. We have an assortment of fruits and veggies here. I've sliced up some mandarin oranges and some strawberries, and then some baby bell peppers. So we have some red bell peppers and some orange bell peppers. For lunch today, I am going to be making these mini beef tacos. These just come from Trader Joe's and all of my kids like these. They just go into the oven for 6 to 8 minutes. So they cook up really quickly and make a simple school day lunch. When we are at home, I will go ahead and show you what the lunchbox looks like once it's all packed up and what sides I'll be serving. I also wanted to talk about the lunch containers that I use. I have a whole video where I go through all of the lunch supplies that I've purchased for the kids. We use these BENTO lunch boxes that are bento style. This is a removable piece, so you could fit a full sandwich in here, or you could put this divider in. It would allow you to separate it into a couple of different compartments. I have found that this is the perfect size for an elementary school student to carry their lunch in, and I've even packed my high school son lunch in these when he has taken sack lunches before. They do have these secured closures. They do a good job of keeping the food separated. So I've never had an issue where something from one of the compartments has spilled over into another, which is really nice. With something like the beef tacos, if I were going to be sending those to lunch with the kids, which I have done that before, I would just take one of these thermoses. All of these items come off of Amazon, and I will link them in the description box down below. But I would put a paper towel in here to absorb any moisture that comes off of the cooked mini tacos, fill it up, and then just stick the lid on. And we have found that they have done a good job of staying warm throughout the day, and the kids don't ever complain that the food is either too hot or that it gets too cold. And then for silverware, I have these, which also came off of Amazon. I like that they have this little knife on the side, the fork, and the spoon all in one little utensil here, so I'm not having to send them with a separate fork, spoon, and knife. And then the final two things I'm going to talk about are just the silicone muffin liners. These are meant to go to make cupcakes, so they don't have to use the paper liners, but I use them to separate out lunch boxes so that if I'm wanting to stick 2 items in here, you don't have to worry about the items touching. I use these quite a bit. And then for their water bottle, I don't send them with any sort of juice boxes. They just take these kids' Hydro Flask water bottles. These are great about keeping your water really cold. Ice will stay cold in them. Oh, are you giving a thumbs up, bud? You like your water bottle?
I like lunch.
Oh, you like lunch. So this water bottle does a really good job of keeping ice frozen all day and will keep their water cold for them all day. So I always send the kids with one of these for lunch every day. I'm going to include links in the description box down below for all the items that I'm talking about, and it will take you directly to Amazon. If it's something that you're interested, you can order. Now, full disclosure, I am part of the Amazon affiliate program, so I do get a little bit of a kickback, but what's nice is you're not charged anything extra. So you're just charged the regular Amazon price, but it does help my channel out if you are interested in any of these items and you do order them directly through my links. Here's what I came up for lunch. So I am serving him 6 of these mini beef tacos, some of the watermelon we have left over, and then a butter lettuce salad with some homemade ranch dressing. I have not shared this ranch dressing recipe before, but I just mix avocado mayonnaise, some homemade Greek yogurt, dill, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and fresh parsley, and a little bit of lemon juice. I'm considering doing a full weekend meal prep video where I can share some recipes like this. If this is something that you're interested in, let me know in the comments down below and I can include this ranch dressing in a upcoming meal prep video. My kids are not great about eating salad, so I'm not sure if he's going to eat this or not, but I do try to serve it even if I'm not confident that they'll eat it, and hope that by putting some ranch on there, and butter lettuce is so mild that I think that he is more inclined to at least try it. Today's lunch is a school day. I packed this uncured pepperoni. This is like a little fruit roll-up. I get these, I think you can get these at Whole Foods or at natural grocery stores, but I really like that all of the ingredients are actual fruits or vegetables, things that you've heard of and that you can pronounce. So these are definitely pricier than standard fruit snacks, but they do come in a 2-pack, and I will only give the kids 1 so that they last a little bit longer, and they're definitely more of something I would categorize as a treat. I gave him some tortilla chips and some hummus, carrots, raspberries. I don't have any sort of juice box, so he will just be drinking water, but I wanted to send him with an applesauce to kind of mimic like a juice box, so I'll be sending him with that as well. And then since I have it out, I'll show you what he's having for breakfast. These are getting ready to go bad, so I'm just using up the rest of them. And then he's also going to have a bowl of cereal. I
These are available at multiple different grocery stores. I think you can get these at Trader Joe's, you can get these at Whole Foods. I think you could probably get these at Target as well. And then I will just give him some milk to go with his cereal.
And I forgot to mention it, but this hummus is something that's homemade. It was one of the first videos that I recorded on my channel, was how to make homemade hummus. And I think that I included 2 different ways to make it in that video, a garlic hummus and a spicy hummus. I will link that video in the description box down below if you'd like to see how to make hummus. Is so inexpensive and easy to make from home, plus obviously you're completely in control of the ingredients. So if you've never tried making hummus before, I would definitely give it a try.
Today is an in-person day. I am sending him these mini meatballs that are left over from last night's dinner. He loves meatballs, so I don't think that he'll mind that they're cold, and he also doesn't care whether or not they have sauce on them or not. So mini meatballs, little pickles, some sliced watermelon, an applesauce, and another one of those little fruit rolls.
I want to thank you all for watching today. If you're new to my channel and haven't done so already, you can subscribe by clicking on my face here. I will have an entire playlist full of kid-friendly meal ideas for you here, as well as an additional video that YouTube thinks that you would enjoy down here. I hope you are all staying happy and healthy. Bye!